it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking in with my goals and resolutions that I set at the beginning of 2016 to see how I did. This is going to be a very brief wrap up on my resolutions and goals because I can tell you right now I didn't do very well. So let's go ahead and check in with my very first goal, which was my Goodreads goal. I had hoped to read 52 books again this year, and I ended up reading, I forgot to take these down from my last video. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna move these out of the way. I ended up reading a total of 77 books this year, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever read that many books before in one calendar year. Very, very happy with that number. So my first goal I had named Ribs or Read Your Bookshelf, and this was about reading books that I had already owned, not going out and buying a ton of new books, and I did a relatively okay job of this. So this was my TBR list. This includes all of the books that I had already owned prior to 2016 starting, which would be down here. The Infinite Sea was the first book I bought in 2016. And then everything from the Infinite Sea down this column over here and onto this page were new books that I bought in 2016. That's a pretty long list. And my original goal was to have less than 20 in total on this list, but I quickly realized that was a bit ambitious. At the beginning of the year, when I made that video, I had 52 unread books on my shelf. That included everything prior to 2016 and any Christmas books that I had gotten in 2015. At the end of 2016, I have 39 unread books. So I have less unread books than I did previously. So this is my new TBR list. And I like TBR lists like this because then I can physically see what I have, see how I'm doing. It's in my face. I tape it to the side of my bookshelf. There's a couple from 2015, a couple from 2016, and then some Christmas books that I don't count really because I didn't buy them, so I didn't spend my own money on them. In total, I had purchased 46 books this past year, and only 14 of those are left unread. I'm pretty proud of that considering that I also read a whole bunch of older books that I had on my shelf. I think I did a really good job of reading books as I bought them this past year. Like in 2015, I was buying a ton of books and then just not getting to them. I still have books that I bought in 2015 that I haven't gotten to. But in 2016, I did a much better job of reading what I was buying. So I wasn't just amassing a huge collection of unread books to put on the next year's list, but I was actually keeping up with what I bought. My second goal I fondly called follow through, and this was meant to help me finish a lot of my unread series. I had 11 unread series featured in my bookish resolutions video. Currently now I have finished 7 series of those 11, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I know that I've taken a couple of those series off that list and I don't really plan to finish them anymore. It also helped to narrow down the number of series I had to read this year. I'm really proud of that because I was having some issues in the past with finishing series. I had some commitment issues. However, I did also start 2 series that are now at this point completed. I kind of worked against myself a little bit on that one. The next goal I had titled I Love You, and the purpose of this goal was to reread my favorite series. And this one I pretty much failed at. I read the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments series at the very beginning of the year, and by April, that was done. That's definitely something that I plan to continue in 2017. My next goal I titled Stay Hip, and the idea of this one was to read new releases as they came out. Because I did pretty well at this one. I read a new release in every month except for 2. They were kind of a combination of new series or standalones or sequels and continuations of previous series. But every month I was reading at least something that was published in that month, and that also helped keep my number of books bought versus number of books read this year at a better ratio because I was reading the books that I was buying. So this idea of staying hip helped that as well. My next one I had named Save Your Bank Account, and the idea of this one was to get a library card, which I didn't do. It's so simple, and I didn't do it. So hopefully in 2017 I can get that. And my last bookish resolution was named iPad, and the idea of this one was to read ebooks that I had on my iPad for a very long time. And I only read 3 ebooks this year. I know I have more than 3 unread ebooks, so I didn't really succeed in this one. I guess again in 2017 I have to work at doing a better job of reading what I have in my iPad. I just always forget about it. And then I had 3 booktube resolutions, and the first one was timeliness. You guys let me know how I did on the whole timeliness thing this year. Some aspects I did well, and others I did not do well because I have videos that I still haven't edited from like June. This one I don't really think I could say was a win. I had also hoped to film more spoiler-free reviews this year, and I ended up filming 11 non-spoiler reviews, so I thought that was really awesome. I had not filmed one in 2015. I did notice though that my book talks suffered at the expense of more spoiler-free videos. I do hope to find a better balance between the two in 2017. Finally, my last booktube resolution was to film discussions this year, which I filmed 0 of. So that one is a fail, didn't do it. I guess I can try again next year. So those were all of my bookish resolutions for 2016. I did really well on some and did really poorly on others, and some I just didn't even do at all. So let me know down below if you completed any of your goals for 2016, if you had a good year or a bad year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!